Hollywood elites are Satanist. Hello Nathan Nice, welcome to my channel. My name is Nathan and this is Action 2. Hello Nathan Nice, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at a new movie called Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match. But first, before we get started, please like the video if you like the video. Leave your comments down below and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't be weak. Stay until the end. This is another Mortal Kombat origin story, and this time it's about Johnny Cage. It's basically all about Johnny Cage fighting demons in Hollywood. That's it. That's the gist of the story. Off topic though, this is the kind of thing that Christian nationalists rule about, because they happen to think that this is real life. Hollywood elites are Satanist. You know, that sort of thing that they would say. I mean, remember the Satanic Panic back in the 80s? This movie is set in the 80s, and according to Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge, which I have, we get to see him, Johnny Cage, in the present day, so we have cell phones and all that stuff. So according to this, would that make Johnny Cage in his 60s? So it's a little bit off for me. The dark comedy with all this vulgarity is not my kind of comedy. I mean, it's definitely, you definitely gotta have a taste for that sort of thing, and that's not something that I have. It's not something that I think is funny. But fortunately, there are some people out there who do have that taste for comedy, so there's a positive on that right there. But first, before we go any further, I'd like to show you a clip of the movie.
Miss me? Are you always so aggressive? Just tell me where Jennifer is, then you can have your dumb scroll.
I don't.
I think they used the Satanic Panic that happened back in the 80s as a prime example of telling this story, as a stepping stone to tell this story. The colors of the animation that we see here are kind of like what we saw in the 80s, the big bright colors, which I thought was really cool. And of course, I like the movie because it is a movie. It is a martial arts based movie, a martial arts based animated movie, so that's why I like the movie. But I think the gamers will exceptionally like it more because it is from the game franchise, so it'll be exceptionally good for them. And of course, the violence from the games will be portrayed in the movies as well. Joel McHale is back with his usual antics, playing Johnny Cage, and of course you did see that correctly. Jennifer Grey is in this movie, and she's playing herself in the movie. After all, she was one of the most popular actresses in the 80s. Again, I think they used the Satanic Panic as a subplot to this movie, the Satanic Panic that happened back in the 80s, which I thought that's a good idea. but I didn't think it made any sense to go back to the 80s, especially in in this continuity right here. Even if it was even if it was a standalone film, and then it wouldn't make sense because then it would go back to the very first game that came out, Mortal Kombat, back in the 80s, maybe early 90s, I'm not sure. So for me, it was actually a bit of a mixed bag for me as far as story goes. I give the story a C. The action, I give it a C+. It is just gratuitously violent as you like it. Bloody and gory, just like the video games. However, the animated action is a bit choppy, though it did have some really good moments. The animation, I give it a C+. Again, I did like the colors that came from the 80s, the big bright colors of the 80s. And the action, once again, a bit choppy, but everything else turned out really, really good. Overall, I give this movie a C+. It definitely needs a little bit of work, a little bit more work, but I still enjoyed the movie. It was also a really short movie. It was an hour and 20 minutes, and I do feel like that is really short. I feel like an hour and 30-minute movie is a good amount of time. Gamers will be pleased about this movie, and as a martial arts guy, this is a martial arts movie. If you like martial arts movie, you'll definitely like this movie too, like I did. So where you can watch it, I watched it on Vudu, and I'm sure you can watch it in other streaming services where you have to pay the rent. You can also watch it on YouTube, Google Play Movies and TV, and Amazon Prime Video. And again, this is pay to rent. Go out and watch it. You'll definitely enjoy it. And that is all I got for you guys. So hopefully you stuck around to the end of this video. If you did, I thank you for that. Please don't forget again to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you did watch this all the way through to the end, please leave a comment down below that says I love action movies, and I will be reading the comments. So thank you again. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Be listening to each other, party on, dudes, and I will see you on the bounce. Get over here.